Hi Cancer, this is your December 1st through the 7th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is a new love this week, Cancer. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with the Six of Wands and the King of Swords. And we also have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So you got this King of Swords. And the King of Swords showed up at the very, very end. Right? Very, very end. So that, I must assume, is the person you're going to be dealing with. So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with some major air placements in their chart. If this person happens to be not an air sign, this person could also be somebody who is very intelligent. It could be a lawyer, it could be a doctor, a professor at a university, maybe somebody who wears uniform for work. Okay? And it's a pretty straightforward reading. It's a pretty straightforward reading. Some of you already know this person. Okay? So this person comes from the Three of Pentacles in the beginning of this reading. Right? The Three of Pentacles clarifying the Page of Wands. This is where that person comes from. Okay? So let me just tell you what the Three of Pentacles could be. There is many, many ways to interpret it. As long as it involves a group of people. A group of people. For some of you, it's just an acquaintance, right? Somebody, it could just be somebody you hang out with or about to start hanging out with. For others of you, it could be somebody you work with. It could be somebody you do business with. It could be somebody you go to gym with, go to your book club with, go to your yoga class with. Maybe you're taking a class somewhere at a university or what have you. As long as it involves a group of people doing something together, collaborating or just hanging out. Alright, and the Page of Wands that the Three of Pentacles is clarifying, yeah, it's the Page of Wands is a card of messaging, it's a card of communication. I often refer to the Page of Wands, the funny page, not in a bad way, but the Page of Wands usually talks about somebody who is, funny, cracks jokes, who flirts, who likes to have a good time, So perhaps it could be, if it is somebody you work with, you'll probably notice that this person has got a great sense of humor, right? Or something along those lines. So the Page of Wands, yeah, there's going to be communication. Maybe you're all going to be going somewhere or something like that. So be on the lookout of the Three of Pentacles, a group of people. All right? And it will very, very quickly become apparent that there's something there for you. Not just something, because right after the Page of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, we got two aces. One ace clarified by another. The Ace of Pentacles doesn't just show up for no reason. And the Ace of Swords clarifying it is like a way of the universe to say, yes, I meant it. Right? The Ace of Pentacles is a life-changing ace. This is the once in a lifetime opportunity ace, a golden opportunity ace, the life-changing ace. And the Ace of Swords, again, it's simply a confirmation. And the Ace of Swords is the no BS ace, as I often refer to it. So this person, even though they could be like really funny, but they're very honest, very straightforward. You can always have a very direct conversation with this person, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, you guys are jumping in with that Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle, a very fortunate cycle, hence the word fortune in its name. For some of you, you may even go somewhere together with this person. Maybe you go on a trip, and when the two of you come back from the trip, it'll be crystal clear that the two of you belong together. I've heard this saying, and I'm paraphrasing. If you really want to find out about a person, go on a trip with them. Right? And you'll know everything, you'll learn everything you need to know about this person. So maybe that's what's going on here with the Wheel of Fortune. But for some of you, the Wheel of Fortune, by the way, could also be like a very fortunate turnaround, right? Hence the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, in the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and that King of Swords. That showed up at the very, very end, right? The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction and fulfillment. The Six of Wands, by the way, back in the day used to be called the proposal card. But at the same time, it's a card of attention, it's a card of victory, success, it's a card of feeling good about yourself, feeling good about what's going on. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the cherry on top of this cake, right? So you go from Nine of Cups and the potential outcome to the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is a card of a happily ever after. Sometimes the card on the bottom of the deck is something you do not expect. So maybe you don't even expect this to transition into the Ten of Cups so quickly. All right, so the Ten of Cups is a family card, happily ever after card. All right, Cancer, so yeah, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Cancer, the spread is for you. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. We do have water, we have fire, and earth. This is such a great reading, Cancer. I did not want to clarify anything. I did not even want to mess with it. When you have something perfect, why change anything, right? So the Knight of Cups is the most loving romantic knight out of all four knights. So it could be like a very romantic gesture for some kind of a reason or no reason. I don't think you need a reason to be romantic, right? The Four of Wands in the middle. It is a card of, some people call it the 1111 card, but it is a card of a family commitment, marriage. It could be, to me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding, or maybe an engagement, or housewarming party, or something like that, baby shower. Okay, the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, as you can see, we have two people in it, right? It's a soulmate card. It's a card of when two people are on the same page, in love with one another, and all that good stuff. The Six of Pentacles right next to the deck is a card of generosity. It could be a financial card, right? It is a card of reciprocity, equal give and take. It could be a card of donation, charity, or just, being on the same page, keeping balance. So yeah, so if you've been living in such a commitment or marriage, it'll be business as usual. If not, this is what you can expect this week. Looks really, really good. It's like very calm, it's very loving, very romantic. Some of you, again, could be going to a wedding or some kind of a family-oriented celebration. It could be your wedding, your engagement party if you're not married yet. And maybe there's gifts coming in. Or maybe you're being generous, you're giving away gifts or something like that. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody wants to get back together with you, Cancer, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, clarified by the Three of Wands, and we also have the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it could be any zodiac sign. So let me tell you what I thought of right away when I saw all these cards, especially when the Knight of Pentacles showed up clarifying that Six of Swords in the beginning. It feels like this person is back in town because they've got a job offer, or maybe they got promoted or something like that, and they're back in town. Perhaps a part of their promotion was for them to move here to where you are, right? And they're back. It's like this person is back because they got a job, promotion or something like that. There's definitely a work element, that Eight of Pentacles in the middle. It is a card of work, business, and finances. Can this card be interpreted as somebody who's worked out their issues? Yes, it can be. However, like I said, when I saw that Knight of Pentacles, I immediately connected it to the Eight of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords, in this case, this is them back in town, moving, like literally moving, okay? Or maybe you live in a big metropolis, right? And maybe they're moving to your neighborhood, but again, it has something to do with work, money. All right, so they're gonna reach out to you and say, oh, hey, by the way, I'm back in town, or hey, guess what, I work close to you and it's a really good paying job, so let's meet for a cup of tea and catch up. Right, so I think that's what you're gonna be talking about, or that's what is gonna what they're going to tell you if I can speak today. All right? And that will make you think. Make you think, Cancer, right? The Two of Wands is a card of having to make a choice. The Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck is also a card of options. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you. It all depends on what you want. And if you can actually take this person back. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Cancer, this week. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Sun, and the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Leo or any zodiac sign. You know what I thought of for some reason? Maybe it's like a baby shower at work. Or somebody's like going on a maternity or paternity leave. Okay, because we do have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, right? And we also have a child riding that horse in the Sun card. So technically, there's like two children in this reading, right? So maybe you're spending money on your children, if you have any. Maybe, the Three of Cups in the middle is a card of a celebration or a reunion or something like that. So keep that in mind. Maybe you're spending money on kids or something like that. For others of you, the Chariot, the first card that came out, that's actually your major arcana card, Cancer. You showed up in your own reading in the very beginning, represented by your own major arcana card. And you're clarified by the Ace of Wands. So you're excited about something, right? The Ace of Wands is all about passion, but since this is a work, business, and finances reading, you're passionate about work or business or money. Perhaps you have an idea or an inspiration and you're thinking about how you can monetize it, but that still doesn't change the fact that you got the Three of Cups in the middle, right? So maybe you have an idea and you could go to like an industry event, or a business event or conference. I think it's still a little too early for Christmas or holiday parties, but perhaps that's what's going on, but that Three of Cups, because there's definitely going to be some kind of a celebration or a reunion of some sort or what have you, as long as there's people having a good time, maybe after closing some kind of a deal, right? The Sun right next to the deck, it could be a Leo you're dealing with, but it's also the happiest card on the deck. And I assume the people in the Three of Cups are happy because they're celebrating. Okay? So you may have some kind of an inspiration or an idea, right? But then at the same time, there's going to be some kind of a celebration and happiness. The Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it could be some good news arriving, okay? Or maybe you're going to start doing your research, because the Page of Swords could be a card of doing research. It's a card of messaging and things like that. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Cancer. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Cups, and we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be directly or indirectly related to you, Cancer. Okay, because we do have this Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I don't think you're one of those people. No, I don't think so. It's probably a couple, or maybe just two separate people, and they're thinking about to throw a party or not to throw a party, or something like that. For some of you, this could be connected to the previous spread, the work, business, and finances spread, right? The Three of Cups, clarifying the Two of Pentacles right next to the deck, right? The Two of Pentacles is like to be or not to be. That would be the question. And the Three of Cups, as a clarifier, it could be about some kind of a reunion or a party or what have you. Maybe this King of Pentacles is a Capricorn and it's this person's birthday coming up at some point. Perhaps this Queen of Wands is a fire sign, or perhaps Sagittarius in particular, and it could be that person's birthday right now, right? The Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of grief, disappointment, or regret. Right, so basically, just to sum up, what you're not expecting is like to party or not to party, to reunite or not to reunite. Right, that's what you're not expecting. Perhaps you thought that yes, it's actually going to happen, but at the last moment, somebody's going to have doubts or something like that. Okay, but I think it's indirectly related to you. All right. So yeah, that's what you're not expecting, Cancer. I hope this makes sense, but do expect some kind of a hesitation with the Two of Pentacles. Basically, yeah, that's what's going on, hesitation, right? So that's what I have for you, Cancer, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Cancer, have an amazing week.